I'm Mo Rocca, and I'm excited to announce Season 4 of my podcast, Mobituaries. I've got a whole new bunch of stories to share with you about the most fascinating people and things who are no longer with us. From famous figures who died on the very same day, to the things I wish would die, like buffets. All that and much more. Listen to Mobituaries with Mo Rocca wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about haircuts. Getting a haircut, getting your first haircut, all that stuff, man. Because, I think everybody needs to experience a barbershop and getting your haircut and just being in that environment. If not, watch the movie Barbershop. It's one and the same, all right? It's one and the same. Barbershop is funny, though. I recommend watching the first one. 2 and 3, yeah, if you want to just watch it just to see what they were about. But one's a classic. One's one of those movies where it's like, you got to sit down and watch Barbershop 1. You got to get you. So if you got to get your, so I think what you should do, it's kind of like a Disneyland, Disney World thing. It's like you want to go to Disneyland first and then go to Disney World afterwards. No, go get you a haircut and then watch Barbershop. Like I just think that's like a thing that you need to do. And matter of fact, I might just watch Barbershop just because I had cut my hair today. I'm like, nah, man, it's like I feel like you hair clippers, you cut your hair, you gotta watch the movie. So, but anyways, man, let's overall talk on it. And I remember when I very first got my hair cut. I remember my dad, he was originally cutting my hair. And then I remember as the time progressed on, my mom started taking me to a barbershop because my dad did construction. So it's like you come home, you doing all this heavy lifting, all this, back and forth doing because construction is a lot. And then you trying to come home and then like cut my hair. It's like, nah, bro. It's like the reason why I say that, the reason why I'm like, when like a long day of work, like you got to go out, commute, back for work, all these other different things throughout the day. And versus like, that's why I'm like, bro, a job from home is literally a blessing. It is a dream. Get you a job from home if you could get you a job from home. But when you have a job where it's like, I can't say that I did what he did. Like our jobs were completely different. I worked at a cafe. He worked in construction. But at times, I did feel like a construction worker with the lifting, the fixing stuff, doing this, doing that. Like that cafe was a lot. So it's like there would be times where I would come home, right? And I would just lay down in my clothes and just literally just lay there and just sleep for a little bit. Just kind of take me. The crazy thing is, right, is that I would do that, right? And I would be asleep. I would sleep on the bus. So I took me a bus nap because, like, when you're on the bus, you take one of those, like, it's by default, you just take a nap, especially if you're on the bus for a long period of time and then you going back and forth it's like, nah, bro, you got to take you a bus nap. I'd take me a bus nap and then come home and then take me a second nap. And I was like, nah, man, it was just a long day of work. So I can understand why at some point in time, my mom had to start taking me to a barbershop because, yeah, I remember when I was a kid, my hair would grow a lot. Like now I'm kind of on some like, now I have no choice but to go bald because it's one of those things where it's like, nah, man, my hair, it doesn't grow the same. And I'm not trying to be one of those people where it's like, I'm taking them late night pills and stuff that they be promoting on TV where they're all like, oh, tired of looking like your dad. And then it's like some like balding dude dancing and stuff. And I'm like, I don't see, here's the thing. Cause I know people will probably ask that question. Is it bad being bald? No. Like, I know that there are women out there where it's like, I've heard that, that story before where there's women where they're like, oh no, the man that I'm with, he has to have hair. And I'm like, I don't think you understand. Like, I feel like for a woman, it's a lot easier, for their hair and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, if a woman has a receding hairline, she has a receding hairline, but it's not likely. Compared to a man, you'll see a lot more men with receding hairlines looking like Hulk Hogan. You got like this weird cul-de-sac thing going on. Like literally you can pinpoint where the houses are at, like looking like Carl Johnson's address or the street that he lived on in San Andreas. I'm saying like, no, for men, at times, you just got to deal with it. Okay, you just got to deal with the fact of being bald. I've dealt with the fact of being bald. I had to say I started experiencing, my last few ages of hairstyles when I was working in Seattle. But even there was a coworker there that he had noticed that I was balding. And so, yeah, it got to a point where I was like, okay, well, I'm balding, this is like in the beginning of the pandemic. So I'm balding, all right. There's no barbershops that's open. I gotta make an executive decision. Okay, I gotta make a decision. I gotta make a decision now because my hair. So at the time, I had this fade hairstyle, but my hair on the sides was growing. So I'm like, it's looking like a top hat, and I'm like, I can't go out in public looking like this, So I'm like, I gotta do something about this. I gotta cut my hair because I'm saying like, bruh, like I'm trying to think of like who did I look like. I'm trying to hold on. Let me see his hairstyle because it might have been his hairstyle. But if not, then it's no, like it was kind of like Jermaine Jackson, but it was like more, it was more hair on the sides and things. Cause yeah, he got like his fade thing going on. So yeah, I'm like, it was kind of like that a little bit, but not too much and thing. Well, yeah, it wasn't like top hatish, but it was still like, okay, I know I need to give me a haircut because I can't be looking like this. So anyways, beginning of the pandemic, I went out, got my clippers, and I just since then for the past 3 years I've been cutting my own hair. So I'm gonna explain to you guys why I've been cutting my own hair, because there was a barbershop that I was going to while I was working in Seattle. Well, it wasn't in Seattle, but overall I had the funds to really be paying $20 every 2-3 weeks to get a haircut. Yeah, I had me a good paying job, but then it's like with content creating, I'm like, you know what, no, I'm gonna have to save my money in case some stuff goes down with content creating. Like, okay, I need me a new graphics card, I need me a new processor, I need new RAM, I need this, I need that. So I'm like, I'm saving my money for my content creating career, because I'm like, I'm not trying to be out here spending $20 every 2-3 weeks and stuff. I'm like, nah, man, it ain't even worth this. And then on top of that, so I'm gonna really just explain to you guys like the times I went to this barbershop, because the one barber that cut my hair, he was a chill dude. He was, honestly, I had to say, there's only been 2 people that I've ever trusted with cutting my hair. It was this black guy and it was this Asian lady. Them two, like, if I could have them as my personal barbers, like, honestly, I wouldn't even know. There would be no reason to go to a barbershop nowhere. I'm like, no, you just, if they do work at a barbershop, I'm waiting for them. But if not, then I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm over here, I'm chilling. All right, so I'll wait until they can show up and things. So, but anyways, so there's this barbershop that I will always go to after work. And there was the one barber in there where was hooking me up. Like, I felt like at times, I'm like, I feel like I should be paying him extra. Like, I feel like I should. But this man's he's charging me $20. And I feel like, bro, I'm leaving out of here looking like a brand new person. Like, seriously, I look like I had been working on the dopest album of all time. And then just out of nowhere, this man got me looking like I'm getting ready to go onto like a red carpet premiere the next day. Like, no, let me just explain to you guys the process, of a haircut with this man. And may he rest in peace, because sadly he did pass away. But so I'll go in there, right? I sit down, wait. He might be cutting somebody's hair. He might be, showing up a little bit late and things, because he gave me his number and he told me, he was like, hey, just text me, let me know when you about to show up. All right, cool. Or, just let me know and things when you nearby, then I'll show up. And then you just, if I'm not there, you just sit down, wait, tell them like, hey, look, waiting for such and such. All right, cool, dope. So anyways, I'll be sitting in there. So yeah, let's say I'm sitting in there waiting, watching TV. Some other barbers come up to me like, oh, you wait for somebody? I'm like, yeah, such and such getting ready to come through and cut my hair and all that and stuff. So anyways, do that. And so he comes through, sits me down, cutting my hair up and all that. Then he starts trimming my beard, starts lining that up. Then he goes and sprays this warm towel, wraps it around my face, and I'm like, okay, like, bruh, usually it's a 3 strikes and you're out thing, but for this time and this sake, 3 strikes and you're in. Like, no, bruh, you out here doing extra. So, no, the thing is this, though. It was chilled. It wasn't like, he was wasting my time and all that. No, this man was chilled, okay? Sit down, we start talking. He asked me questions about shoes, because, yeah, at that time, I was coming through with shoes, like, every other day and stuff. Or every time I go in there, I always have me on a different pair of shoes. So he was asking me like, oh, what shoes is comfortable, what shoes ain't comfortable. What are some other, oh yeah, then we were talking on our personal lives, you know, our content, or well, so he did stand-up comedy, and then of course, you know, I do content creating, and then you know, we would be talking on that, and then yeah, it was like, you know, bro always came through when it came to haircuts and stuff. And then, yeah, then, you know, the pandemic had hit, and then, yeah, it was like, I think I had looked up one day, because we followed each other on social media, and, yeah, I just looked up one day, and there was somebody that made a post, saying, like, rest in peace, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, I'm like, what you mean rest in peace, and I'm like, oh man, you know, and then it's just, yeah, it's like thinking about it, it's like, you know, I hadn't really seen them post in a while, and so, yeah, it was sad, man. I was like, dang, bro, I was like, nah, this dude, he always came through when it came to haircuts and stuff. Like, that was somebody, I think, even when I remember when I was a kid going in there, like, he was in there and stuff, like, he was doing his thing, so, yeah, it was just sad hearing that. And then yeah, I was like, then there's the other barbers that were in there. They were chill. There was one guy where I was like, I remember originally I was going to him. Like, I remember when I would go and just because, so that, like, that's what, you know, what you usually do in a barbershop. If you don't have nobody's number. So this is like a play-by-play of what to do in a barbershop if you've never experienced a barbershop before. But so anyways, what you're going to want to do is go in there, say hi to the barbers and all that and things, and then one might ask you, like, if you, because like you might, I don't know, you might have like some barbers where they have an attitude. I have yet to see a barbershop where they have attitude, because usually, yeah, they're pretty welcoming. You know, you go in there and you just are like, oh yeah, I'm here for a cut and things. And so, but yeah, it's like, you know, they was like, oh, hey, how's it going? And then, you here for a cut? And I'm like, yeah, you know, here for a cut. And they're like, all right, somebody be with you. Cool. So you sit there, you wait. They might have like some TVs playing, sport channels playing, depending on what kind of barbershop you go to. But anyways, yeah, they might either have that, some music playing. They might be talking amongst each other, whatever the situation is. So anyways, then a barber is going to come up to you, or they're going to wave you over and be all like, oh yeah, you know, I got you. I'll cut your hair and stuff. So anyways, they'll go and they'll wrap like not like tissue paper, but they wrap like this paper stuff like around your neck. I never know what it does, but they wrap it around your neck. If they don't wrap anything around your neck, something ain't right. Okay. So anyways, they wrap this stuff around your neck, take like this like cape like thing, wrap that around you. Then, you know, like they'll have you in these chairs. It's funny because like I literally can reenact like how barbers act and stuff, because how barbers act. So they just start going off on this like pump thing for the chair to like, in the pump thing, it's like maybe taking you up a couple of inches, maybe like 4 inches. All right. But they just still like pushing on this thing, just pumping you up, cleaning the clippers and stuff. Then that's when the haircut starts. They start cutting your hair. They might be making all this different eye contact with you, you know, making sure they line things up perfectly and things. Then it gets to, now I know some people may call me weird. This is my favorite part of the haircut. When they take a bottle of alcohol, it's either they spray you or they take a napkin or something and then they just wipe that alcohol down. Bro, I'm telling you, like, I remember as a kid, that stuff, it was sting, bro. Like, you literally are feeling your head just getting fried, all right? Your head is getting fried. But as I got older and then I was experiencing haircuts after haircuts after haircuts, I'm like, bro, I'm like, nah, I'm like, just the alcohol. I'm like, cause I think there was a time where I did tell a barber, I was like, aren't you supposed to spray the alcohol on afterwards? And it's funny because like, I've seen so many different people when it's like, when they get their head sprayed with alcohol, they moving around and all that stuff. I literally seen one woman where they didn't even warn her. I think they knew who they were messing with, but he cuts the woman's hair, right? Comes up from behind her. He literally Scarfaced her. Like, for those that have seen the ending of Scarface and dude like blasted Scarface with the shotgun, literally did that to the back of this woman's head with the alcohol. Literally had a shotgun of alcohol and straight blasted the back of her head. You know, and I'm like, why would he do that? This lady, I'm telling you guys, I wish like I was recording a video to show you guys what this woman had did. This woman, I can see her in the corner of my eye without my glasses on, okay? I'm blind without my glasses, literally on my Velma stuff without my glasses. I can see this woman in the corner of my eye literally push herself forward, right? Bracing herself. This woman, when that alcohol, I'm telling you, if you've never been sprayed with alcohol after a haircut, you do not know what them guys was dealing with in the Green Mile. It is the electric chair, okay? You are dealing with everything possible, all right? Like, all forms of it. Like, it's literally like the lowest, probably the lowest form of electricity, but you're dealing with, like, there's some electricity going on when you're getting sprayed with alcohol. Like, it literally, it burns, bro. But it got to a point where I was like, nah, bro, spray me. I'm like, I don't care. Wipe me down, do whatever. I'm pretty sure some barbers had to been like scared though, because I felt like if I was to go to a barbershop today and they spray my head, wipe my head down with alcohol, and I'm just sitting there just, you know, just motionless, just chilling and things, they're like, that didn't burn you? I'm like, nah, I'm good. They're like, are you sure? Then they look down at my shoes and they're like, oh, this man's wearing black Air Force Ones. Nope, nope. I'm like, you're a menace. Get out of here. This menace activity, it is not welcome. No, you got to go, sir. So, nah, man, I'm telling you. But it's like barbershops, you got to go into a barbershop. You have to experience a barbershop and getting your hair cut. Now, it might be on some stuff where it's like, depending on like what kind of hair you have, they might just only use some scissors to cut it. But if you were like, if you're like African American, like you got like afro-ish type hair, you know, like just, yeah, black hair pretty much, then yeah, you know, you're gonna hear them clippers go off. And I'm trying to think what sounds like clippers. I don't even really know what sounds like clippers, but yeah, you're gonna hear them clippers go off. You're gonna be sitting there for a moment. I'm trying to think though. I don't know what takes longer between both haircuts, where it's like you kind of got like that straightened out hair texture versus like the black hair texture. I don't know which one it takes longer, because there have been times like, no, there was a time, all right? This was when I had went to this other barbershop, because I have to say I went to quite a few different barbershops. There's this one barbershop. It's no longer a barbershop now. It's like a furniture store or something like that. But anyways, I remember I went in there, right? I used to go in there a lot, you know? And I remember when this guy, he cut half of my hair, literally like half of it. So like, I honestly on some like half face type stuff, like the dude from The Dark Knight, but it's my hair. Half of my hair picked out, afroed out and things. Other half clean cut. Literally nothing there. Clean cut. And I'm thinking to myself, and so no, this is what this guy does. He takes a phone call mid-haircut. Literally mid-haircut. This man walks outside and continues the call. I'm sitting there with half of my hair cut. And this kid, he walks up, he's staring at me because he's probably like, what's up with you? I'm looking at the kid, but I just got this look of like disappointment and frustration. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you right now, it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm so glad like none of my close friends was in there, because I would have never lived down that day. That at some point in time probably would have been one of my profile pictures on social media. Like, it would have been one of those things where I'm like, if I remotely had any forms of street cred, it's gone. It's gone after seeing that. That kid probably still thinks about that till this day. Like, I will never forget that guy that had half of his haircut in that barbershop. Like, that kid, there had probably been times where me and that kid had been like literally side by side, not even realizing it, but he can feel the vibe. Like, he just starts thinking about it, knowing that I'm in the area. And he's like, oh, no, that's Half Head Man. That's who that man is. That's Half Head Man and stuff. Like, that's, if that kid remembers, highly doubt he'll remember me. But if he does remember me, he like, you're Half Head Man. And he was like, no, like, I know you're TMossBoss, but no, you Half Head Man. Remember when you got half your hair cut and then the guy took the phone call and he was gone for all that time? Yeah, no, you Half Head Man. I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't be mad at it. I'm like, I'll be more so surprised that the kid remembered, but I'm trying to think, what are some other memories? Oh, I had my ear cut one time, you know, when so the guy that owns the barbershop now that I used to go to before the pandemic, so he ended up buying the barbershop. And I think it's his, but anyways, regardless, I remember there was a time where he's cutting my hair, and you know, like, you guys sometimes get behind the ear and things, right? So I think either my ear had flinged up too fast, whatever the situation was, clipper, like it nicked my ear. And the thing was this though, what really tripped him out was that I was sitting there calm. Like I was just, I'm just chilling. I'm like, what happened? And he's like, bro, I'm sorry, bro. He's like, like I nicked your ear a little bit. I'm like, oh, dang. I was like, is it bad? And so he goes and he takes like a napkin and showed me. Oh, yeah. I was like, dang, bro, that's really bleeding. I'm like, no, it's cool, bro. Just, chill. It's all right. Like, I'm not hurt. I'm not in pain or anything. And no, he was like, he was. And what's crazy, right? What's crazy is that after that he raised the price. And I'm thinking to myself, like, why would you raise the price? Like, you don't remember me? You don't remember me? You literally tried to Mike Tyson my ear with a pair of clippers? Nah, bro. I'm like, nah, he charged me $25 one time for a cut. And I'm thinking to myself, bro, I only have a 20 on me. I'm like, what? When all of a sudden? And then what was crazy, I was like, no. So he charged 25. The dude that I was going to, he only had charged me 20. And for the 20, he literally had me looking like a different person. This guy, he didn't trim the beard, do nothing. He just cut the sides of my head and then I'm like, he might have trimmed my beard. I don't remember, but regardless, I'm like 25, bro, an extra 5. Like, come on, man. I'm like, you can't be doing that to people. So, but no, anyways, now other than that though, like I would recommend like be careful, like kind of test the waters, read some reviews and stuff. Like if they are like, oh yeah, this barber, he be like, sometimes he be feeling like he mixing and remixing, scratching records and things on my head. Like he don't even feel like he like giving me a haircut. This man just feel like he's like playing tic-tac-toe or something on the top of my head. And so yeah, I definitely recommend, you look at some reviews. Like kind of look around, ask around and stuff. If you do have any friends that go to a barbershop, definitely do that. Go on social media and ask your friends like, hey, where's some good barbershops in the area? And if it's like, if it's chill, it's chill. Then if it's not, then not to ever go back in that place again. Cause there was a time, and I think that was the last time I had went back in this place. But there was this one barbershop. There was a couple of barbershops. I even remember one when I was a kid. They didn't really they cut my hair, but they still left like hair there. It wasn't like it wasn't like a clean like bald cut. Like me, I want my head to be like filling the air particles. Like there was still some hair. Like it was like a thin layer of hair on my head. And I'm like, that's not a haircut, but okay. But no, there was this one place that I used to go to a lot. And I remember I asked for a mohawk. Just a simple mohawk. All you got to do is just line it up and that's it. They literally had my mohawk doing some tilted tower type stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, like, why? Like, what was the reason? All you just had to. So yeah, then I remember I went into another barbershop and I even tried fixing it myself. It didn't work. And I remember I went into another barbershop and they was all like, bro, what happened? Why is it all crooked? And I'm like, wrong barber. I'm like, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Wrong barber. They never cut no mohawk before. So but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 50 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And if you're purchasing any energy drinks or sleep drinks from Poggers, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. That will also knock 10% off your next purchase. And if you're purchasing any controller accessories from Fatal Grips, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. That will also knock 10% off your next purchase. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.